how do you think that's going to affect the stablecoin market?
I think that all these central banks creating their own essentially stable coin, or a currency that's pegged to a main currency, just brings way more people into the space. And we had that worry 18 months ago when word was starting to leak out that Facebook was going to launch its own currency, and that was terrible for crypto and terrible for Bitcoin. In the end, it's great, that any well-respected institution, whether it's a central bank or a company like Facebook that has 2.4 billion customers, that brings credibility to the space and essentially just makes the pie a whole lot bigger. If you have billions of people using it, the pie is much bigger. Yes, each slice might be a little narrower, so Bitcoin's share of the overall tokenized asset market will be smaller. But if you bring billions of people into the marketplace, I think that means the value of Bitcoin or the value of XRP or ETH or whatever it is going to be higher.
It's not all about Bitcoin, as you and I have talked about. I just want to know where your head's at with the other digital assets. I mean, one of the most contentious ones seems to be XRP, and that's, I did a big piece on Real Vision about it. How do you see that project? Because you've been invested in that for a long time now.
Yeah, I think, it's easy to be kind of extremist on currencies, and, some people think it's all one versus all another. I think there's going to be a single digit number of very important blockchains in the long run. There won't be 2,000, but there won't be just one. So we are invested in Bitcoin and ETH and XRP. And at various times we changed our views, and we made a very strong call in our, I think it was a March investor letter, that we wanted to go much longer Bitcoin relative to everything else. Bitcoin we thought would do well in the kind of aftermath of the pandemic's economic shock. But now I think the other currencies are going to outperform Bitcoin. And, this isn't to inspire a bunch of hate trolling, but Bitcoin's going to go up a ton. But I just think other things can outperform it. And partly it's just, Bitcoin's the mega cap. It can't go up and down as much as the tiny little small caps do. And I think we're in a massive bull market. So the smaller cap things have high beta. They're going to outperform. Bitcoin's 62% of the market cap right now. Got up to just below 70, and a few years ago it was down to 32. So a quick kind of metric would be, I think Bitcoin dominance will drift down by Bitcoin going up and everything else going up a lot more.
What's the most exciting thing you're seeing on XRP, and what's the most exciting thing you're seeing on ETH right now?
XRP is fueling the cross-border money movement that we had, everybody in the industry has been talking about for a long time. Currently, blockchain-enabled cross-border money movement from the United States to Mexico is getting close to 10% of all of that very important $25 billion remittance corridor. So that's a huge success for our industry, that a use case that's really making people's lives better. And if you think about remittance, for those of us in finance, the average remittance cost is 9%, and it's just a number, whatever, it's 900 basis points. But for the migrant, that's a month's wages, right? The migrant has to work for an entire month just to pay their remittance company. So if you can send it, with crypto directly, it's almost free. If you have to, pay an agent, like Bitso or somebody like that, it's 1% or 2%. But it's still, it's already changing people's lives. And obviously, the most important thing in Ethereum is ETH 2.0 going live. Going away from proof of work, which is wasteful, obviously, to proof of stake to allow a much more efficient system.
What do you think is going to be the best performing digital currency over the next 12 months?
Hard to say, but if I had to pick one, I actually pick Polkadot. It's about 10% of the value of Ethereum, and I think it's more than 10% chance that it's very viable competitor. So I think all cryptocurrencies can go up a ton, but if you want to paper trade this and have a call a year from now and check in, I'll go with Polkadot.